Yeah.
Okay.
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
Haram. A body count is probably the number one easiest way to judge the value of a female. I actually think that No, I'm going to say this. I think 99% of the world's problems, and no one's going to understand this, but if you can extrapolate, if you can listen to this statement and extrapolate it out towards society at large, I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what? There's like
and women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
He's hilarious. I love the way how you just ignore that bit.
All right, so
ladies.
Moving on. So we'll go ahead and, ladies.
What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? We can start. Where did we start last time? We started here, right? So we're going to start with you next time.
Y'all just started with me.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, then Rain, go ahead.
I mean,
that's loyalty right there.
Boom.
Yeah, but if we're gonna do that for women, we should do it for men also.
Yeah.
Like the way he just said it would solve a lot of issues, it would.
Really?
If men had their body count on their forehead and so did women, people will become a lot more self-conscious of their body count.
So you
'cause
care
everybody can
about
see it.
a man's body count?
I don't give a fuck about a
So
man's
what the
body
fuck
count.
that makes
I'm
no
having sex
sense
with
at
you.
all.
No. What he just said, what he said in the video was that it would solve a lot of issues. It would for people in society. For me, I personally don't give a fuck. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about society, right? So therefore, if everybody had their body count on their forehead, a lot of people would become more self-conscious about their body count, and body counts will be lower. It wouldn't be a discussion.
We'll come back to that.
Some people don't give a fuck. You don't
I don't give a fuck. I'm not fucking your body counts. I'm fucking
Real
you.
quick, with raise of hands, does a man's body count disqualify him from fucking with you, ladies? Raise your hand if it's a yes.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna bother me because I'm gonna feel like you zest.
Are you gonna still fuck with him though?
No.
Oh,
Like,
you won't.
Yeah, no, you will. I promise.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
So she's saying no.
This is my opinion, though. This is my opinion. Like, if somebody come out and they acting, see, this is what I be talking about, fuck nigga, right? Because they come out and they act like they so loyal. They don't be real with you. They don't be like, you know what? You feel me?
I'm this
and I'm that. They not gonna say I'm this and I'm that.
Let's say Moneybag Gil pulls up on you and says, "Yo, I want you." He got high body. Hold on. He got high body count. What you gonna say? No,
I don't want him.
Future.
I definitely don't want him.
Drake.
Like, listen.
Drake.
No.
LeBron James.
No. Listen.
You would. Who do you like? Cap, man.
All right, how much you want to bet?
Someone give me one of those cap hats, bro.
There you go, brother.
Sorry, my bad.
You okay?
That's crazy. You can't speak for everybody though. You feel me? You can't. You really can't. I can only speak for myself.
What?
That's crazy. Look at
He's going both.
I'm really self-conscious about my hair.
Sorry, my hair is too long.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay, so basically only one girl here cares about the guy's body count, but the rest of you don't necessarily care.
This my thing though. Like, if you know a nigga like he just be outside. Okay, I was raised with my mother and my father all my life. So I really look into relationships. Like, I really want to be with somebody. When I start talking to somebody, I really get ghosts on people. You feel me? That's just me. I don't want to deal with somebody that is like, you dare. Like, no, because you don't touch so many pussy. You gonna get my pussy or whatever. It's gonna be good for the moment. You gonna get bored. You probably gonna want to move on, or I don't know. That's just how I feel. I want a nigga that's like kind of like how Russell is. Like, you see how Russell is? They call him cheesy. They call him cheesy and shit, but he a real ass nigga because he don't care. Hey, let me say something. Put one more hat on. I'm gonna knock your ass out.
That's the politically correct answer.
That would be a okay. Anyway.
Okay. What about you? Thoughts on the video? Is it realistic? Is it not?
It's
good idea, bad
fair.
idea?
It's fair.
fair.
It's not, like she said though, like I feel like it'd have to have the men's body counts too. Like the fuck, like how you only gonna fucking stamp a woman's body count on their fucking forehead and y'all ain't gonna take credit for what the fuck y'all got going on.
Remember,
like
we mentioned earlier the stamp of like 2 traits that you want in a man.
Oh, so it's y'all. So my traits versus my stamps, like my traits that I want in a man.
Versus your body count.
Did you just say it was an open thing for you? Yeah.
No, yeah, what the sex?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's an open thing. Who cares? The point is, if you're gonna be with somebody and they got traits, like that's a higher quality than a count, than a body count. Like that's a much higher quality.
That's such a female response, but fantastic. We'll continue on. That's a good
Well, I'm not fucking female.
No, but it's great though. It's great. It goes to show how different men and women
what you
are.
look for what guys would look for.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's different.
You said it yourselves. Me.
Can you do me a favor? Take some of the shits off your
Oh, you were lying all over the place, bro. That shit crazy.
How was it?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
So we're all adults, right? We grown. Who the fuck is still counting? I'm so confused.
A lot of men.
Give the fuck about that. Like, why
I'm not gonna
do you
ask
care?
you, but I don't want to be with somebody that's all over the place.
Like,
Go ahead.
but who cares? Like, if they're with you, they're with you. Who gives a shit about who they went through before? Why y'all doing that rush shit? I'm serious. Like, I personally don't give a damn.
I'm not gonna ask a nigga about his body count. Like, I never
Hold on,
asked.
hold on.
It's a good chance they don't even know.
I never asked.
Because if you
let her
ask me,
finish.
I don't know.
Let her finish.
You know
It's
what
her
I'm
turn.
saying?
All right.
Go ahead.
No, like
Yeah, you're gonna get your chance. Don't worry.
It's a very good chance. Like, unless it's low, that you probably don't even know what the hell your body count is. You know, if you're being honest.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
Myron.
because if you ask me, I wouldn't freaking know. I've been stopped counting. Like,
All right.
been stopped.
Okay, so for you, it doesn't matter. So it's for the man and on your own.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's irrelevant to you. Period. All right.
Kind of going off of that, I feel like
Merch.
it's something that if it wants to be brought up, it is brought up. And if you're together, like seriously, that's something you should talk about. And that's to each person to interpret. But like if you're just hooking up with somebody, I don't care. I would never ask a guy straight up what his body count is. And I would expect that from him as well. That might be like taboo to say on the show, but that's just how I am. Like genuinely, I don't care as long as I think that you're a decent human and you're not going to give me some crazy shit. Like I'm not going to dive into your past for real.
Okay.
And you could be honest about this. Would it? You know what? I'll wait until everybody goes. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, to me, body count doesn't matter.
Okay.
I've never asked my man what his body count was. He hasn't asked me. To me, that the past is the past.
Do you think
Now
he
is
cares
now.
about your body count?
I don't think so. He hasn't asked me about it.
Okay. What about you?
I just feel like if we was doing the number shit, then a nigga had 30, and let's just say I had 5. Why the fuck would I go fuck with him? He got 30. Like you just know he a zest ass person. That's just me. But have I ever asked somebody? Oh, what's your body count? I never asked anybody that. Never.
Salim, go ahead.
I got a question. If
Yeah,
you
please.
had a man, right?
Uh-huh.
Say you had a man and you were at a club or whatever, and a bunch of chicks were just hitting on him, would that turn you off or turn you on? Honestly, like would you be happy?
It depends on his reaction. Cause if you acting like a zest ass nigga, like you just love it. Oh yeah.
I don't
Then
think
what the fuck is you doing? Like respect me, cause you wouldn't like it if a whole bunch of men was hitting on me and I'm over here entertaining it. So it depends on his reaction.
I don't really think it's about his reaction. I'm thinking, what is your thought process when there's chicks coming up to your man like, hey? Like,
it depends on his reaction. Because if my nigga respect me, right? If your nigga respect you as a female and he's not entertaining it, you gonna feel like I'm that bitch. But if he over here and he's like, oh, all this, you feel me? Like it's a different vibe.
so if his reaction's like, oh,
he gotta
get the
respect
fuck away.
me. You gotta do your shit behind my back. Don't do that shit in my face.
So what if he's like, all right, fuck you, like get out of my face in front of you?
Fuck me?
No, not you, but
the
the
girl.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna feel myself like, yeah, bitch, that's my nigga. Yeah.
But you'll like the fact that like women are approaching him though.
I'm not gonna. If he that nigga, he that nigga. If he that nigga, he that nigga. You feel me? You get what I'm trying to say?
But what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't matter of his reaction. I'm talking about the fact that women are approaching your man in front of you, because I've seen it before and it's happened. Like I know.
Okay, if
What
your
is-
nigga is a celebrity, right? Bitches gonna come for your niggas either way.
But would that make you feel way better? The fact that women are
Yeah, I
approaching
got
you?
this nigga. This my nigga.
So that really proves Myron's point that like girls do like guys that fucking pull shit. They like guys that can cheat.
but won't. You hit it right on time.
No, because the fact that he's capable of cheating in the first place, you'd be delusional if you don't think he's actually going to enact upon it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
okay. But let's be for real, right? Because like majority of niggas cheat, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, if a nigga got respect for you, he gonna do that shit. So then you ain't gonna find out about it.
Not in your
face. You feel me? He not gonna do that shit in your face.
Yeah.
So when I say I want a nigga that's loyal, I want a nigga like, cause I feel like a nigga gonna be curious. Like you've been with somebody for so long. Trust me, somebody gonna step out. Somebody gonna cheat eventually.
I don't think it would be that big of a deal if a guy cheated on you.
You got me fucked
eyes,
up.
In your eyes.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I feel like if we are in a relationship and you're making me your main girl, no bitch should come up to me. No bitch should be checking me. All your dirt that you're doing should not ever come to me.
Okay, so what if he fucked all those other girls but provides security?
I don't want to hear about it. I'm a lover.
See, here's the thing. She don't give a fuck about the cheating. She just cares about not knowing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because niggas gonna cheat. Like if you feel like your nigga's not gonna
here's
cheat.
Here's the thing. You do realize realize you just dug yourself a hole, right? By saying that.
I understand that. But if we come on in reality, right? It's like saying 1% of men don't cheat. Be honest. Niggas cheat. Niggas like you feel me? Like niggas like to.
I get it. You don't want to be embarrassed. You got your man.
It's not that. I feel like if you fuck with me the way that you say you fuck with me, you gon' respect me in a certain way. Like I feel like if a nigga just cheating and he just doing it like all out, like all in front of you, he don't respect you.
But here's the thing. Because here's the thing. Your argument, her logic is off. But I'm going to explain it. First, you said I don't want the body count on the head can't be a certain number. Then you said, if you cheat on me, I just don't want to know about it.
I don't want to hear about none of that shit.
Okay, so
I don't want to hear about your body
So your
count.
thing is, but here's the problem that you're failing to miss. Here's the thing that you're failing to understand. A guy that has chicks is attractive inherently, period. The whole reason he even got you in the first place is because he probably had experience with other girls, which is what makes him attractive in the first place. You just simply don't want to see it. So in other words, I always say this analogy. You go to a pizza shop, you enjoy the pizza. You don't necessarily give a fuck how the pizza is made. But if you watch the process, observing the process changes the process, right? You see them how would they do it with the dough, the water temperature that they use, they're spinning it in certain ways, putting it in a certain oven. You don't really give a fuck about that. You just want to enjoy the end product of the pizza. Okay? So in other words, you just want to enjoy the pizza, but you don't know all the work and toil that the fucking guy had to go in the background to make that pizza for you.
Listen.
And this is what I mean when I say women don't understand the male experience whatsoever. They really don't, because by the time you made that guy that's a stud, that looks good, that has money, has the diamonds, whatever, he had to bust his ass to get to that point. So you can't get mad at the process that made him attractive in the first place. He's going to continue to do what he did to get in that position, which is fuck bitches, which is why he's fucking you.
I would love to be with a nigga that is loyal. I would really
no
love
such
that.
thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it's no such thing, right? So I would rather,
especially for the
like
kind of man that you want. For the man that you want, hell no.
But listen.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, right? I'd rather not know none of that shit. Like I'd rather not have a nigga number on top of his head, or you feel me? I'd rather not know anything because I love hard. I fall in love very, very fast.
Okay.
So if I fuck with you, at least have some type of respect for me, because that shit gonna tear me apart.
Okay.
You just don't want to know. But again,
yeah,
but here's the thing. So that contradicts what you said earlier, that you said, oh, they can't have a high body count. He has 30 and I got 5. That's a problem.
We was talking about walking around with numbers on top of our head. What we not talking about that?
Yeah.
What did I say? When I start talking to somebody, I don't ask them about their body count. But if you're walking around, there's 76, 54, like you feel me, like high ass number, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to fuck with this nigga because I don't feel like he gonna take me serious, or he gonna take anybody serious, because all you want to do is fuck.
I mean,
it doesn't change the point that men that have that can have sex with a lot of women are not the same as a woman that has sex with a bunch of dudes.
I'm gonna be honest, like if worrying about something like a body count, that person might have grown to be the man or the woman that he or she is. If you let something as trivial as a body count that could be way higher than average, dictate who he is or she is as a person, it just, you could miss a big opportunity with somebody that's actually a good person just because they,
That's because you don't care. Like you don't care. You said it. You don't care.
I don't, because it doesn't matter.
Listen. If I don't know about your body count, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I would love to be in a relationship how my parents was. My parents was together for 30 years. I never heard about nobody else or anything. If my dad ever cheated, I never knew about it.
Wait, so
understand?
can I ask you something? Like you said about loyalty, like you want somebody to be loyal, but you also don't care what's going on behind the scenes.
No, it's not that I do not care. It's the fact that, yes, I don't want to know, because I feel like majority of men cheat.
So
I feel like if I can't sit up here and just because, like, okay, I was in a relationship, right? Man, I thought my nigga was loyal as fuck. Like, we was together all the fucking time. I would barely leave this nigga. And the whole time the nigga was cheating.
So that's not loyal, then, right? By your definition.
Yeah, like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you just don't want to know about it.
I don't want to know about it. If you're going to, if I'm in a relationship with you and you want to cheat, be respectful enough to take that shit to the grave. Your bitches better never come to me, better never write me, better never none of that shit.
None of that shit.
None of that shit.
None of that shit.
That's assuming we live in an optimal world or whatever. But the kind of guy that you want, you don't really have that leverage. Anyway,
Well, then I'm gonna be single, and I don't mind being single.
As long as you're okay with,
as
long as you're okay with that.
Stop the cap.
Going back to what you were saying, as far as like a body count being trivial. Here's the thing: a man's body count is trivial. A woman's body count is very relevant, though. And I know that might sound offensive or misogynistic,
but it's true, yeah.
But no guy wants to commit to a girl that has a high body count. Period. Like that's not attractive to men. And I would argue that if you gave every guy the same option, what is one thing that you want in a girl's head when you walk up to her? They would probably say body count is going to be one of the top things.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Guys want to know. Because for most guys, it's kind of like, okay, you could be hot, you could be attractive, but if you're like considered as a hoe and I wife you up, no, I look crazy because I'm with a hoe. Versus if you're kind of to yourself, you're hot, you're kind of like ducked in the corner, it's like, okay, she's dope, she's low to that sense, I want her.
And the best way that I can illustrate this is that a woman with a high body count, that's an automatic disqualifier to most men for any type of serious relationship. However, with a guy, if he has a high body count, woman's not going to necessarily disqualify him from a relationship. A man that can have sex with a lot of women brings value to the world to some degree. A woman that has sex with a lot of dudes loses value in the world.
I don't want to hear that shit.
That's just how it is.
That's mine. Listen.
Okay. You don't want to hear it, but it doesn't matter. You're still attracted to it. What were you going to say? Someone had something?
Yeah, what's
when you
high?
say body count, like what's considered a high number?
Every guy has different tolerance levels.
Depends.
Yeah.
Right.
3.
So
Typically, the higher status the man, the higher value the man, the less tolerance he has for a woman's promiscuity.
And also, a guy with game can tell on some level your body count by your behaviors.
Mhm.
So he might see a number. Because you know what? She's always in the club. Her phone's always on D&D.
Blonde hair.
She's always on Snapchat, sending
Wigs.
pictures to random people.
Who said blonde hair? I'm gonna pop you in your mouth.
You already know.
Let me take this wig off because he said blonde hair. Hold on.
You know what's crazy is like
Yo, you talk a lot, nigga.
Go ahead.
what's crazy is like most high value men, you don't really see them with the most basic chicks, meaning like cuffing them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna cuff a chick that's like very easy to like smash. Like you know what I mean? I mean, it's not like I disrespect her or whatever. Like I don't fucking look at her in like a, but like it's just like I mean, if it was that easy to get you, I'm probably not gonna cuff you.
If Joe Smoke down the block could smash you, I don't want you.
Was that?
Like,
who's Joe Smoke?
Let's say for example,
Random
right?
guy.
A random guy at a club could smash you, I don't want
I'm
you.
thinking that's some.
Yeah, 100%. But I've never heard in my life
I'm so
that
lame. I don't know
I've never
nobody.
heard in my life. I've never seen or anything a club where there was one girl and 50 niggas. Like so, like that kind of like tells you a lot that like guys like variety and just like going back to your point, man. It's just like the higher value you are. I mean, like I wouldn't necessarily call it cheating. I mean, like
Exercise and options, baby.
yeah. I mean, like you said, like tell them. You know what I mean? If you're with a girl,
Be honest.
make sure you be
Be upfront.
honest and stuff like that. But you guys cannot argue the fact that like, dude, guys want variety. I mean, like it's
You're never gonna.
Who's
I'll say it
arguing
much.
that?
He's saying it very politely. You're never gonna sexually satisfy your guy by yourself.
Yeah,
Period.
pretty
Your
much.
vagina's not that great. It's not
If
that
I'm
wet
his
and wap
man-
and whatever. Men want variety. They want girls of different colors, shapes, sizes, etc. You're never gonna satisfy your guy sexually by yourself.
Guys, we got 12